Precious. Okay, maybe you saw recently that the food pyramid has pretty much flipped with the recommendations on what we should eat, how much of it we should eat, changed. So this morning, we're trying to break it all down for you. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for your diet? We have Dr. Shaw here from Honor Health, and I think it's so interesting. We saw all the headlines, but how do we really break down what changed? So what are some of your big takeaways?
Yeah. So good morning, Emma. I think the biggest challenge for me and my patients is just understanding how it applies to you.
Yes.
So the big changes that I want to highlight today is that there's a big push for protein. So 2025 was a year of protein.
Yes.
The recommendations used to be 0.8 grams per kilogram per day, and now that's been bumped up to 1.2 to 1.6. So what does that mean?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, so physicians, dietitians, we've been recommending high protein intake for a long time, and now it's kind of in the guidelines.
Catching up. Okay.
When you want to build muscle and lose fat, focusing more of your diet on protein is where that's at. So 150-pound lady, you want to have about 85 grams of protein a day. So that's some chicken breast, that's some edamame, that's some hummus, that's some boiled eggs, that's picking high-value protein.
And should
as the main.
lean more into foods or the protein bars, the protein drinks? What
So
should I
that's
really
the
be focusing on?
second big change in this
Okay.
new food pyramid. They moved away from those ultra-processed foods.
Okay.
And it's really focusing on getting your nutrition from whole food. Hard when you're on the go,
So hard.
but that's why I wanted to highlight some of my adult bento box choices here. So, I've kind of tried to explain it as this 3-2-1 formula.
Okay.
So try for every meal as best as you can. 3 whole fruits and veggies. Color is better. So we have cucumbers and tomatoes and carrots. 2 sources of protein. So we have some cheese, some hummus with the chickpeas. It's going to give you some protein. And then we have 1 source of fat and 1 source of carb. So again, you get some fat from the cheese.
Yeah.
You get some carbs from the pita chips. And now you have a whole balanced meal.
It's fantastic.
And the other big difference with the new guideline is the push for more dairy. Now, as a gastroenterologist, that's the biggest food intolerance that I see walk into my door.
I've developed that after having babies.
So would I say go get a jug of milk and keep it and get most of your nutrition from that? No. For children, that's the new guideline. For children, we're looking for whole fat milk
Okay.
and minimizing sugar until age 10.
Oh gosh, I've got to change some things in my house, but go on.
But for dairy, using dairy in different sources. So cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, really great ways to get protein and dairy intake. So this is actually my breakfast today. It's my overnight oats. And again, we have 3 different fruits. So we have whichever berries you like.
Yeah.
Raspberries have more fiber. Blueberries give you this good phytonutrients. Strawberries are always a fan favorite at home, and they disappear very quickly. We have our protein with our Greek yogurt. I've sprinkled a little bit of chia seed in there.
Yeah.
Chia, flax, those are going to give you some more added protein.
Okay.
And then we have our granola or our oatmeal, which gives us our carb.
See, all of this looks very doable. Because sometimes when you see the big graphic and then you hear all the big words, you think, I can't even. But to have it really broken down here, and this is also something that you make available on your Instagram page.
I do.
What is your Instagram
Yeah,
page?
it's
Because I feel like
GastroHealth
it's been so
MD.
helpful. Okay,
Yes.
GastroHealth MD.
Yes, and I share recipes, break myths, and really talk about what my patients want to know.
Yes.
And I find it's really helpful to engage with people, understand what they want to learn. 2026 is the year of fiber.
Okay.
It's the year of beans. You'll hear me say it over and over. Fiber is going to heal your gut. Fiber is going to keep you full. It's going to lower inflammation. And fiber is not just broccoli.
Okay, so what are my options then?
So we're talking about beans.
Okay.
We're talking about whole grain bread. Bread is not your enemy. Carbs are
I've
not
been
your enemy.
scared of bread for like 4 years.
So sourdough is great for the gut.
Okay.
Whole grain bread is going to give you the nutrients that you need, and that is really well documented in this new food pyramid.
Interesting.
We're talking about high fiber fruits like raspberries, picking raspberries over grapes. It's a much easier snack.
Okay.
Things like edamame, things like walnuts, those have a lot of good fiber, and sprinkling it throughout the day is going to give you the added benefit. So
So fantastic.
fiber, protein, whole foods, that's really what we're looking for.
This, I feel like, has helped me so much, just so, because you look at all the stuff and you hear so much noise on social media. This has broken it down really easy for me. Give me your social media one more time so everyone can follow.
Gastro Health MD on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
Follow me and let me know what you want to hear more about.
Fantastic, Dr. Shaw, thank you so much. We're going to send things over to Will Pitts.